Revelio. 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 Revelio.
What ho? It is I, Sir Cadogan. Return of one.
Revelio. Revelio. Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow, like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Revelio.
It doesn't matter. It matters to me.
Revelio.
Oh. Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
बात करो.
I haven't much interest in a game that sprays you with odors.
Only if you lose,
Yeah.
which I never do. Or at least, not
Okay.
often. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
Make any promises.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
Revelio.
They're interpretive. Capsules. Something this way. Let's do this.
Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster. Wouldn't be sure to tell him how it's done.
Revelio.
I believe we have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems Crossed Ones isn't as secret as it's believed to be. Revelio.
Ready for another round?
I think so. We shall see who shows up.
There's no one in the school I'd be afraid to duel.
I know, Sebastian, I know.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Ones all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get to it. Ready to get thrashed? Apologies in advance.
Leviosa! Reparo. Don't try away now. Lumos. Reparo. Reparo. Potato. Defender. Lumos. Give them all four. Expelliarmus. Is that all you've got? Leviosa! You're better than that! There goes my wager.
Leviosa!
Potato! Act like a winner!
Leviosa! Reparo. Expelliarmus! Descendo!
What to do? Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
People on the skill button.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Accio! Leviosa! Accio! Lumos. Accio!
Good one!
Leviosa!
Nicely done!
Leviosa!
That was something.
Leviosa!
You'll get it! Keep trying!
Leviosa! Accio!
Excellent form!
Accio!
I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
trolls in Hogsmeade? Prepared for anything.
He said it was a creature-induced injury, but I don't think so. I reckon he was still trying to levitate himself without magic.
Revelio.
I didn't know that was even possible.
Did he say what it was like in St. Mungo's?
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu
Lots of
powder.
little walls, he said.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate...
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
Incendio. Fire spell. Incendio goes. Usually just work with spell, okay?
Good work.
Allows you to see in dark areas. Almost. What is this one? Okay. Repair. Change this one. How to go side. Range and shot.
Incendio!
Excellent defensive skills.
Return to Professor Fig. Back to Figs.
Why she'd fuss so much? It was only one page in a book.
I'd never fold down a corner.
Revelio!
And make a fuss.
This is the best one I have. Let's go with this one. Damages. A3 side relationship quest. What's this? What's this one as well? As well. Check my skills.
many old books in the library. I'd say you.
है बुड्ढा प्रोफेसर
Revelio.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
so black
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
is the best.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll have an idea.
Fall damage in this game.
Revelio. Sebastian, there you are.
I was hoping to see you. I was in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack and saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this portkey.
A portkey? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
leads to the...
And your other professors to...
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves, the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books, so do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Revelio.
We must remain unseen.
You should have known better than to cross my path.
Oh. I was invisible. Still have to like sneak.
Silent as a grave. Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Damn. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
The key. Here it is.
Good gracious, what a mess!
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book. Revelio.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say. Don't let her see you.
Okay, that was good.
Should be in the clear. There's no need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help Anne?
No! We've tried everyone from Nurse Blake to Longos. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic. I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Who have we here? Sebastian Solo and his new little friend, out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
How do I know you won't go to the librarian and blame this all on me?
Why would I do that? I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where has that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Repair it.
कहीं से तो आया था, यहाँ जाना।
Of course. Traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room. That's it! Where might this lead?
देखते हैं ये क्या है। चल गया, इन्वेंट्री में होगा। पीछे गए इन्वेंट्री में। कलेक्शंस में नहीं, गियर में। Sell value 200 offense. So this is good compared to this. No upgrades available. Okay. What about wand?
Revelio.
To go across.
Reparo.
Ah, I need to wake up that rune over there.
पहले क्या हुआ था?
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Bullshit. Invoke the ancient magic from the time of the achievement. R1. Gift of ancient accumulates by successfully attacking or taking damage. Successful 10 plus hit combos will gain. Okay, we can generating ancient magic power-ups. Collecting these will greatly fill your ancient magic meter and recover a small amount of health. Okay. When at least one segment of your ancient magic meter is full, you can cast devastating ancient magic that deals massive damage and breaks shield charms. Okay. That's it right here. Let's go here. जा रहे हैं?
This must be the way forward. But to where?
इसके रूम कहाँ है?
Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
अब कहाँ? ओके, इसमें क्या है? क्लॉक मिला है एक. Let's check that out. Gear, cloak. What is it all about? Extraordinary. Upgrades to 8 slot 3 to 8 slot level 2. What does that mean? Striking turquoise cloak. Looks good. Looks good. Ooh, a lot of enemies here. Fail this.
It is a book after all.
Revelio.
बारिश. पानी भी है इनको.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor McCaw.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
चलिए ऐसे ही बिना कुछ बोले
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
इसने फंसाया तो नहीं बाहर भी तो निकलना है
Revelio.
What's inside the chest? इसमें क्या है काम का मिल जाए 45 सिक्के मिल गए Can I fast travel in restricted area? This remains to be seen. this intersection? Lenora Everly.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
Revelio. Revelio.
My mother is so excited for me to come home.
Revelio.
I have family in Eingo. Father was...
What are the quests now? Dooms and tribulations. Return to Professor Fig's classroom. And this is side quest. Not interested in side quest right now.
How nice to see you, my young friend. Revelio.
और भाई मोक्षित कैसा है? क्या हाल है?
Revelio.
बढ़िया बन गया तेरा पीसी या ले लिया ग्राफिक्स कार्ड कोई या आई जीपीयू में ही चला रहा है अभी कौन सा लिया ग्राफिक कार्ड?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
कितने का पड़ा?
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black.
66.
It was a book we were after.
बढ़िया है.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking of it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories?
Mostly metaphor. It takes.
Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's
उसकी तरह
death.
ना वो Persona series है जो उसी का developer है. It takes 2 वो तो co-op वाला है. Co-op के साथ ही कोई साथ में खेलने वाला हो तभी मजा आते हैं उसमें.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say.
अरे वाह.
George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your
कौन सा
studies.
giveaway था? कहाँ
Your
पे?
wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Revelio.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands.
Revelio.
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the
एक
castle.
fuse gaming database tracking वगैरह वाली. चलो बढ़िया है. कैसा लग रहा है गेम? Let me just send you an owl post requesting to meet her in Lower Hogsfield, a hamlet. Okay. इधर चलते हैं. ये क्या? Select the world map. Okay. Most of the map is covered by fog, limiting what you can see.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
हार्ड मतलब उसमें कोई डिफिकल्टी सेटिंग्स नहीं है जैसे डार्क सोल्स वगैरह में नहीं होती है या तू हार्ड डिफिकल्टी में खेल रहा है क्या है इतने ट्यून है The call from Ogado. चलते हैं इधर टेकर तो है नॉर्मल में ही हालत ख़राब हो गई हाँ थोड़ी डिफ़िकल्ट तो है वो क्योंकि जब मैंने डेमो खेला था तो उसमें भी थी पर ऐसे गेम बढ़िया लगी मुझे उस टाइप की गेम ज़्यादा खेले नहीं है मैंने तो इतना मन नहीं गया आगे खेलने का पर प्लस वो महंगी भी थी थोड़ी 4-5 हज़ार की है स्टोर में स्टीम तो इतना भी नहीं है कि 5 हज़ार डाल के वो गेम खेलूँ अभी पहली बार के लिए हाँ बहुत महंगी है फालतू में गेम्स आजकल ज़्यादा ही महंगी आ रही हैं और लॉन्च में लेने का फ़ायदा भी नहीं होता इट्स नॉट वर्थ इट बग्स वगैरह ज़्यादा होते हैं ब्रोकन होती है ज़्यादातर गेम्स धीरे धीरे करके ही फिक्स होती है परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी नहीं होती साइबरपंक इतनी ब्रोकन आई थी अब और अब इतनी उन्होंने सही कर दी है तो अभी सस्ती भी है और अभी खेलने का टाइम है उस गेम को बढ़िया कर दिए सब चीज़ चेंज कर दिया लॉन्च से अलग ही गेम बना दिया उसको पूरा
Revelio.
खेली साइबरपंक मैंने थोड़ी सी खेली थी, पर वही है कि कंप्लीट नहीं करी। तब भी उसमें बग्स थे जब मैं खेल रहा था। ब्लैक ऑप्स 6 कहाँ उस पे गेम पास पे? हाँ ब्लैक ऑप्स 6 में तो जाएगा ही, वो तो चूज ही लेता है सिस्टम पूरा। ब्लैक ऑप्स 6 तो फिर भी सही है, लेकिन वॉरज़ोन बेकार है, वो ऑप्टिमाइज नहीं बिल्कुल भी। उल्टी पुल्टी परफॉर्मेंस आती है उसमें, और हैकर्स बहुत हैं उसमें।
This looks intriguing. Revelio.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something I found. I can't say anything.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning. But I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll. And Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
I'm glad to hear it.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
बस ये सब बोलने इतनी दूर बुलाया था इसने. It asked me to meet her at Hamlin South.
your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
हाँ मुझे पसंद है ऐसी गेम्स जा जाके चैट करना लोगों से बाल्डर्स गेट इसमें बहुत ज़्यादा है इसमें तो कुछ भी नहीं है
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You there! I refuse to be treated in this manner! You will not survive this fight!
Prepare it.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Ashwinder duelist.
I see. Reductor.
We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere.
You take this student over my dead body!
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Nocturne Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specialising in Merlin's work and life.
I thought that Merlin and the tales about King Arthur's court were mere myth.
Mere myth? You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has its symbol in the center. That
और
started
गेमिंग
me
हेडफोन भी
thinking,
आजकल
what
सस्ते तो आते
The
नहीं हैं,
mallow suite is meant to be
तो
placed
डिपेंड
at the
करता है
center
कि
of the
मतलब
symbols.
अगर नॉर्मल गेमिंग के लिए लेना है
Precisely. Would you
तो
care to
HyperX
do the
वगैरह किसी के
honors?
ले ले,
We can see what
ठीक ठाक आ
comes
जाते
of
हैं
our
वो
little
4-5 हज़ार के।
hypothesis. I brought a trunk
मेरे
chock
पास तो भी
full of
रेजर
mallow sweet with
रेजर
me.
का है
It's
ये।
just over there by my tent.
एक सेकंड, नाम भूल गया, मैं अमेज़न से मंगाया था, चेक करता हूँ। हाइपर स्पीड वायरलेस करके है कुछ, ठीक बढ़िया है। हाँ वायरलेस सही रहते हैं अब तो, वो डोंगल से चल जाते हैं तो लेटेंसी का कोई इशू नहीं है इतना, मतलब ब्लूटूथ नहीं है, ब्लूटूथ में तो लेटेंसी आएगी, पर वो 2.5 2.4 गीगाहर्ट्ज़ के डोंगल आते हैं उसके साथ ही, तो बढ़िया चलते हैं, कोई लेटेंसी नहीं है मतलब। और वायर से ज़्यादा सही लगते हैं मुझे, वायर तो पहन के इधर उधर भी नहीं जा सकते, ज़रा सा पीछे से उठना है कहीं जाना है तो हेडफोन लगाए हुए ही उठ जाओ, सही रहता है। माउस भी वायरलेस है मेरे पास, उसमें भी एम वेम करते हुए जैसे वायर का जो ड्रैग आता है ना, तो वो नहीं आता इसमें माउस में, वायरलेस वाले में, तो वो भी बढ़िया लगता है मुझे। उस कीबोर्ड है वायर्ड, उसका वायरलेस करने की सोच रहा हूँ, पर अभी चल रहा है तो ये ठीक है। एक मिनट आया, मैं एग बॉईल करके 5 मिनट में वो गल जाएंगे वो। वो वायरलेस, हाँ सारे वायरलेस में आई थिंक वो आते हैं। पर ज़्यादातर कई वायरलेस ऐसे भी होते हैं कि जो केबल लगा के, मतलब केबल से सिग्नल नहीं लेगा, बस वो चार्ज होने के काम आएगा। तो मान ले जैसे बैटरी ख़राब हो गई या कुछ हो गया तो उस केसेस में वो चलेंगे नहीं। तो मैंने भी यही चीज़ देख के ये रेज़र वाला इसलिए लिया था क्योंकि ये अगर वायर से कनेक्ट हो तो सिग्नल वायर्ड होता है। तो कभी बैटरी ख़राब हो गई या कुछ हो गया तो वो सीन नहीं है कि हेडफोन ही ख़राब हो जाएगा फिर। तो ये वाला है चक्कर इसमें। तेरे को एग्जैक्ट मॉडल इसमें बस एक ही ड्रॉबैक ये लगा मुझे कि इसमें माइक जो है डिटैचेबल नहीं है। तो बाकी सारे गेमिंग हेडफोन्स में डिटैचेबल माइक आता है। तो वो एक माइनस पॉइंट है। अभी ये जो करेंटली जो माइक है इसका ये तो ऑडियो क्वालिटी पता चल रही होगी कैसी है। हिस्ट्री हाँ, ये ब्लैक शार्क V2 हाइपर स्पीड दो, एक V2 प्रो भी आता है, V2 प्रो नहीं है, V2 हाइपर स्पीड है। इंडिया में पता नहीं कितने का होगा।
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
उसमें पजल है।
Perhaps a spell might help us here.
Incendio! Accio! Incendio!
Which spell?
Reparo. Revelio. Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
Incendio.
Yes, how beautiful!
ये कौन है?
What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
कर दिया बुढ़िया ने भाग गई बुढ़िया juice
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Grace Pinch.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes, my name is Grace Pinch Smedley, of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
पानी के अंदर कैसे जाएगी भाई ये? An underwater adventure sounds like fun. Dive into the lake doesn't sound too appealing.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
Should I know your family are?
You seem to think I might have heard of the Bath Pinch Smedleys. Why would I know of your family?
That's like asking why the sky is blue or grass is green. The Pinch Smedley name is synonymous with intellectual curiosity. We are known for our contributions to science and art. I'm surprised you haven't heard of us, frankly. But with all I plan to discover about the world around us, those that don't yet know the name certainly one day will.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
Revelio.
No one's available for dive. The Black Lake.
This must be where the Pinch-Smedley family astrolabe is.
I got a rope. What is this? Level 9 required, okay. High top hat.
I should let Grace know that I found her family astrolabe.
Find the dive too terribly difficult.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did it, and no, I did it.
I did. I hope it makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me, and for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there. Thank you again. And I do hope you keep diving. You certainly have a knack for finding treasure.
Mermaid mask. Mermaid mask. Where? Like where? Mask on. Here मैं आ गया. किसी के भी घर में घुस गई और चुरा लिया बेचारी को. Jalal Semi.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
Any whispers going about the town?
There's a thief on the loose by the name of Katrin Haggerty. She's an ashwinder. She's stealing everything that's not nailed down, and people have had enough. Katrin's hiding in a camp just southwest of town.
Can you tell me a bit about yourself?
Oh, let's see. Well, I am Lower Hogsfield's preeminent potioneer, but I was once a lowly Hogwarts student like you. In fact, I'll give you the Hogwarts discount. It's the standard price. My prices are low enough already, you see.
What do you have for sale?
I sell only potions and their ingredients. If you can't fix it with a potion, then it's best left broken, I say. My ingredients are all local to this area, and my potions are brewed to keep you healthy and safe.
What do you have for sale?
Potion enhances the drinker's defense by covering them with durable. Increase the drinker's spell damage for a limited amount of time. Aids in healing and restores a bit of drinker's health.
Ah, yes, a wonderful choice.
Expensive ingredients. Choose.
I'll have no trouble selling this. Thank you.
Extraordinary sorcerer's hat. No trade applied. Sweet defense, not bad.
I hope to see you again sometime.
Hello, Mr. Semi.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
Ah, yes. A wonderful choice. I hope to see you again sometime.
Garlic in greenhouses. So I guess I'm going to successfully avoid launch ruining. Let's go here.
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of Crossed Wands ready?
Big match today. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
That's all you've got.
Arrest the momentum. Potato. Incendio. Act like a winner.
Where do I win now?
Potato.
mission, right? Defeated them.
Incendio!
Future champion coming through.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
That'd be brilliant.
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Incendio!
Good one!
Incendio!
That's it!
Incendio! Levioso! Accio! Incendio!
Nicely done! Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
Hello, Lucan. Is the final round of crossed wands ready?
Look who's back. It all comes down to this. The moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Yes, Natty.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
Incendio!
Level! Act like a winner!
Potato!
Find the one!
You're better than that!
Here. Expelliarmus.
Is that all you've got?
Protego! Descendo!
Leviosa.
Come on!
Leviosa.
There goes my way.
Arresto Maria!
Incendio. Protego. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Give him a fall.
They made a crap's breakfast out of you that round. Care to try again?
Yes, I'm ready now.
Very well. Good luck out there.
Expelliarmus. Protego. Incendio.
Descendo!
Confringo!
Incendio. Accio.
Descendo!
Confringo. Protego. Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio.
Descendo!
Expelliarmus. Accio. Protego.
Is that all you've got?
Leviosa. Incendio.
There goes my wager.
Leviosa. Incendio.
What to do? What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
The best duelist won, I suppose.
it's a Chinese chomping pub.
Revelio.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get...
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
I wonder if I do wonder about Professor Fig. He's hardly ever in his classroom. Most strange.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I'll say, I nearly went deaf.
Well, yes. Of course, the cry of a mature mandragora can be fatal, so remember to keep those ears protected. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld
Potting
potion,
table.
as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
The leaves of this medical herb are used in Wickenweld potion. Dittany seeds can be purchased at Magic Neep and can be grown in pots of any size. The leaves of this medicinal herb are used in potion. Dittany seeds can be purchased at Magic Neep. It can be grown in pots of any size. Okay, you can add. You can create fertilizer by conjuring a dung composter. Okay, back.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
What should I be doing right now?
I'd like you to get some hands-on experience with the Chinese chomping cabbages. They're in the greenhouse, just across the footbridge. Mr. Pruitt will assist you with them. Now remember, a wand is not a trowel.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop that dragon skull from crushing you?
Typical Slytherin trick, dropping a dragon skull on someone during a fight. We Gryffindors fight with honor. And Ravenclaws too. At least you did. Here we are, home of the Chinese... Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest. Look at that! They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could come in handy, sure, but it's just a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.